A czar, which is originally spelt Tsar, which is a Slavic term, which is Russian Slavic. A czar. Um, the correct spelling depends on the context. Tsar is preferred in Slavic scholarship, while czar is more common in American English. Yeah, because English are the Americans are. That's what I was meaning to say. Is the Americans are easily brainwashed and gullible into believing anything that they get forced to believe. Oh, the cops told us to believe in it. The government told us to believe in it, so we're going to believe in it 100%. The spelling czar is preferred in most Slavic scholarship as it follows the standard conventions of Russian translation. The spelling czar is the more common form in American English and is the only one employed in the extended sense. Someone in authority, as in energy czar. Someone in authority. Freaking, oh gosh. The United States sucks, and so does the government in it. Okay. Let's see here. Now, I want to show you something. Tom Homan. Oh, the hero, Tom Homan. Yeah, right. He's a terrorist, Tom Homan. Human trafficker, Tom Homan. 30 years in law enforcement. Ooh, quote unquote. 30 years in law enforcement. What? So he's a tyrant. So he's probably trained to be overbroad and brutal. He's an ICE officer. ICE is disgusting. That's human traffickers. Thomas Douglas Homan is an American former police officer, immigration official, and political commentator who served during the Obama administration and will have served in both Trump administrations. He served as acting director of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, from January 30th, 2017 to June 29th, 2018. Homan advocates deportation of illegal immigrants and opposes sanctuary city policies. Within the government, he was among the most strident proponents of separating children from their parents as a means of deterring illegal entry into the country. After 2018, he began contributing to Fox News as a commentator. Separating children from their parents, child trafficking their parents, human trafficking in general. This guy is not a freaking hero. He is not to be loved, liked, or anything. Look at him. He's all fat in the cheeks. Freaking American pig. They get fat off the tax dollars, and they are able to be as brutal as they want to be. American United States militarized cops. It's disgusting. Check this out. In November 2024, Trump announced that Homan will serve as border czar, with the stupid spelling, the stupid and American English indoctrinated spelling. Border czar during his second presidency. It's freaking disgusting. I want to show you a video. I was just come across. Let's go here.
Mr. Holman.
You work for me. I'm a taxpayer.
I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet.
Is he a taxpayer, or has he spent the last 30 years in law enforcement, which is a public agency? Public agents are tax paid public tools. This lady's trying to indoctrinate the American people into thinking that this guy's a border czar, that he's like an emperor, that he's like a high-ranking government official. Basically, Trump good guy is what they're trying to, but it's just a Trump cop-loving good guy, good guy for Trump type people, cop lovers and the like.
Your new border czar, badass Tom Homan.
You see how she dipped her shoulder?
You work for me. I'm a taxpayer.
He is not a taxpayer. He is not a taxpayer. Is he a taxpayer, or is he a cop? Is he a taxpayer, or is he the border czar? Is he a taxpayer, or is he an ICE immigration official? Because what I see is a terrorist, anti-human terrorist, a violator of human rights. He takes children from their parents. Oh, what? Just because they're from south of the border? I want to. Why isn't there a wall across the Canadian border? Oh yeah, because they're not being targeted. Let's not target any people. And this lady seems like she's proud of herself. She's trying to promote this guy as the border czar. Like he's supposed to be some American hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet your new border czar, badass Tom Homan.
Mr. Homan. You work for me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet your...
What he is a liar. The government cannot be the government getting paid with taxes and the taxpayer at the same time. That's a snake with two heads. Which head is going to serve its master? Which head is going to bite its master? He cannot be a cop, a ICE agent, and a border czar at the same time as he's a taxpayer. It can't happen. Plus, on top of it, if they get paid in taxes, they do not pay taxes. Government is tax exempt. Now, I want to finish up the video with showing you some quotes about immigration. Thomas Jefferson on immigration. Thomas Jefferson on immigration. Okay? Let's see some of this. Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, believed that immigrants were a strength to the American experiment in self-government. He also believed that the United States had an obligation to be a refuge for those seeking to escape tyranny. Here are some quotes. You hear me, people? The United States was founded on immigration. You're not supposed to have to come here. You're not supposed to have to ask to come here. The thing about it is that you have the right, the human right to free movement and travel. You have the right to travel. You have the right to be the United States. When you're within the territory of the United States, the humans have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Shall oppressed humanity find no asylum on this globe? I cannot omit recommending a revisal of the laws on the subject of naturalization. Born in other countries, yet believing you could be happy in this, our laws acknowledge, as they should do, your right to join us in society. Jefferson also spoke of a right which nature has given to all men, of departing from the country in which chance, not choice, has placed them. However, he only wanted to encourage the migration of English-speaking European immigrants. See, that's rooted in nationalism and racism, but at the same time, these quotes are human. These are human quotes. This is exactly what we're talking about. If I change this to Ronald Reagan, let's change this to Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan's quotes on immigration. It says here illegal immigrants, but I don't like calling humans illegal immigrants. That's a dehumanizing term. They're human beings. Illegal immigrants in considerable numbers have become productive members of our society and are a basic part of our workforce. Those who have established equities in the United States should be recognized and accorded legal status. Exactly. At the same time, in doing so, we must not encourage illegal immigration. Yeah, well, if you had to ask to travel, you wouldn't have a human right, and the right to travel is a human right. So, immigrants are humans. They have a right to travel. They have a right to move freely on the globe. Is it a globe? Who knows? I believe in the idea of amnesty for those who have put down roots and who have lived here, even though some time back they may have entered illegally. How do you enter a country illegally? You can't enter illegally. That the country is a fictitious entity. The world is what we live on. We live on the world. We don't have to be illegal just because they call the area the United States of America their country. Actually, let me show you some other stuff real quick. It's already a 12-minute video, but I want to show you equal protection clause. The Equal Protections Clause is a part of the United States Constitution's 14th Amendment that requires the government to treat people similarly in similar situations. The clause was enacted after the Civil War to help ensure due process and fight discrimination. The Equal Protections Clause requires that the government have a valid reason for any law or action that treats people differently. The government's reason must be compelling for certain fundamental rights. They need to be compelling for certain, not against certain fundamental rights, for certain fundamental rights, and immutable classifications like race, religion, national origin, and voting. For other distinctions like occupation, the government only needs to have a rational basis. Some examples of how the Equal Protection Clause has been applied include affirmative action, closed primaries, non-racial classifications, which is awesome when used right, not when it's used over broad. But yeah, like humans within the territory of the United States, all you have to be is human to have rights, privileges, and immunities. Let's see, what is the Privileges and Immunities Clause? That's what I was going to try to look up too. Privileges and Immunities Clause of the United States. The Privileges and Immunities Clause of the United States Constitution ensures that citizens of each state are treated equally and prevents states from discriminating against out-of-state citizens. It goes for humans. Equal protection is not for just within the boundaries of the United States. It's for outside coming into. Let's see. Where's the old wordage? All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make nor enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the protection of laws. The equal protection of laws. See? Anyone within the jurisdiction. That means that all you have to be is a human within the jurisdiction, and you have equal protections and immunities, rights, and everything. It's just the way it is, people. Our country was supposed to invite the tired, the sick, the weak, the Humboldt and everything. The United States is supposed to be open. It's not supposed to be closed. The government's trying to tell the people to close the borders so that one day, when they can close the border on one group of people, they can close the border on your group of people next. I'm telling you. If you let them close the border on one group of people, then you're only opening the door for them to close the doors on your group of people. I'm telling you, it's not right. We have the human right to travel and free movement. I should be able to go from the tip of Argentina, South America, all the way to the tip of Alaska, Canada, without being asked, where am I going? Where am I coming from? All this stuff. I want to be a free man. I want my neighbors to be free. I want my neighbors to be sovereign from unjust rules and regulations. I want anything that tries to deprive human rights to be duly found to be, right and just, which it can if it's inhumane. Like calling people illegal aliens, that's inhumane. That's not right and just at all. Never will be.